Hello, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia, and there's no music going, so I'm just gonna get past this not music part. 15 minutes later, I passed through the school gate on my way back to the dorm. Oh yeah, Makina said something about me being a papa? Is this gonna be like Amane, who seems like she's trying to replace me, some family member in her life, with me, and Makina's gonna do the same with a papa or some shit? I don't know. That's what it feels like. In terms of where it's going. As I'm cutting through the courtyard, I observe a bizarre object a little ways off. Around it, soft-looking object in question lies slack on a brick-paved ground. To be more specific, it appears to be the corpse of a little girl. Or, if you'd prefer more idyllic phrasing, a young woman seems to have fainted. Okay, fuck you, Yuuji. This can't be happening. Just fainted? Just fainted, right? Not dead? I let the plastic bag fall from my hand and on the spot and rush to the girl's side. With every stride, her outline grows clearer, until at last the figure of the collapsed individual comes into sharp definition. Unruly curly hair that sticks out in every direction, a face as round as a dumpling, and the trademark touch of stupidity, knee-high socks of 2 different colors. So Makina? In every particular, it's Ritsu Makina. Hey, Makina, what's wrong? Makina stretched out limply on the ground like a marionette cut from the strings, and this music is way too lighthearted for this to be a real serious situation. Okay, we're okay. When I lift her up by the shoulders, her mouth flops open to reveal a white stick. What is this? A thin white stick emerging from her mouth is clearly man-made, and it seems to be protruding from the depths of her throat. At a glance, it looks like the stick is a stick from a lollipop, but that can't be right, can it? Wavering between belief and doubt, I thrust my fingers inside Makina's mouth and pinch the white stick in question. I give it a hard yank, but whatever it is, it's lodged in there pretty firmly. God damn it, are you choking on a fucking lollipop? Working against my brute force attempt, the stick is not only short and difficult to grasp, but also slippery with Makina saliva. Ugh. It looks like it should pop right out, but it doesn't budge, and I'm reminded of the legendary sword in the stone. Right, we should be thinking about this right now. Metal punk, is this a trial? Pull me out if you can, and you'll be recognized as the hero of a legend. I, again, grab the white stick with my fingers, and give Makina's back a harsh thump, as if encouraging a baby to spit out something inedible. Oh my goodness. This Makina lets out a violent cough like a consumptive heroine from a Victorian-era novel. I pull the lollipop, mandarin orange flavor, important, free from her throat with a wet pop. Oh, good. My goodness. Makina. Why is this a situation I have stumbled upon? Oh, thank goodness. What were you doing to even cause that situation? My goodness. Okay. How the hell did this happen? Yep, I can guess where it went from there. But I just want to hit my head over and over. Why are you worse than me, Drew, sometimes? Don't fall asleep with a stick hanging out of your mouth. It's obviously dangerous. I mean, how old are you again? Well, you almost died, so you better be truly ashamed, and not just feigning it. I mean, if I hadn't happened to pass by here, she might have ended up suffocating to death. No! As if deliberately demonstrating her complete indifference to my concerns, Makina casually offers me the same lollipop that I pulled out of her throat mere moments ago. No! Fuck, I want to just chuck this thing. Cut it out. Do you not realize you almost suffocated on that lump of sugar just now, right? You don't eat lollipops when you're moving around. They can kill you if you fall. Huh? Yes! Don't just sit on the ground. Eat the damn thing later. I'm acting like someone who's concerned that you might die. Don't put half-eaten candy in your damn skirt pocket. You're going to turn it into a sticky mess, and that might not kill you, but it's still just... I swear to goodness if you did this on purpose. What's so funny, punk? I might be noticing this a little late in the game, but is this girl mocking me? Calm yourself, Yuuji. This is the way she is, right? Don't let her get to you. I press my hand to my forehead, have a long, heavy sigh, and firmly rub my temples. Ans, you plan to explain what that email was about? Okay, she's gonna play dumb. I was asked to do this, and okay, I probably went farther than I intended to before getting to this, but I was asked to give my prediction specifically on where, because apparently where I ended last time, this is where it's gonna start actually splitting, like this scene or the next scene or very, very close, for different routes, on what I expect out of each of their routes, I guess, just predictive-wise. I suspect all of their routes, to some extent, are going to go into their backgrounds, and obviously this is a visual novel with endings based on the female character, so it's probably going to be romance-based to some extent, and considering they all seem to get on with the singular guy at the school in some way, I would be shocked if they didn't reciprocate to some extent. I think you can have the romance part of it to some extent, and that's probably going... Whoops, daisy? That's probably going to tie into the fact that, somehow getting to know their backgrounds in some way. So like Amane, my current prediction for what she is that I think that she was someone who, when she was younger, her family got caught up in some sort of accident, maybe. The car accident stuff that was being talked about, and she lost her family, basically, and she lost, like, say, her little brother. And at the same time, she may have been put in some sort of, what do we want to call it? Military training in the same way Yuuji was. But it does sound like Yuuji spent most of his time in America. So at the same time, it could be a situation where Amane is here because they're aware of Yuji's backgrounds and they know that he's come. Well, not that she's here, but because he's coming here and they happen to cross paths, that one of her missions or one of her goals, like from that military, is to keep an eye on him, maybe get close to him, maybe make an ally out of him, just in some way. I think that might be part of it. And it'll probably, whatever her route is, go into precisely why that is, and probably, you know, how you'd imagine that sort of setup to go, which would be relatively, I think that would be relatively predictable when you get down to it. After that, Machina. Machina definitely seems like the type that was abused. Given this whole Papa thing, I would not be surprised in the slightest if something happened recently that made her like, oh, I want to replace you with that in my life as like family figure because you're all things and whatnot and so forth. It's actually interesting because she calls Yuuji Oni-chan, yeah? And she's also trying to call him Papa now. Well, presuming it wasn't a joke, it might have been a joke. But at the same time, Amane also does that to some extent. The whole big sis thing. She wanted to be girlfriend, but she was perfectly fine being the big sis. That's a bit weird. Even though she does tend to keep up with the whole, what do you want to call it? Romantic attempts on him, like sexual attempts on him for some reason. Maybe she thinks that she can get in through the whole brother-sister thing that's popular in Japan. I don't really care for that concept personally. With Machina, I wonder if it's like similar and like she just wants to replace people in her life with the people she's actually close to. And and her right. Her family isn't she supposed to be her family's supposed to be one of the rich people that contributes a lot of money to this place? It could be similar to Sakaki in that it sounds like basically it's like, oh, we fucked up on this child. Oh, you guys have something that might be able to take care of it that we don't have to deal with? Oh, here's some money. This is jump change to us or something like that. Go deal with it. Make sure she turns out to be a well-adjusted adult or some shit that won't embarrass us, that sort of thing. Who cares if we abused her or something like that? I could imagine that easily for Makina. After that, might as well go to Sakaki. I feel as though they've done a decent job of showing what her actual situation is. There's definitely unsaid words in that manner. I could definitely see some sort of connection between her father's line of work being the big influential politician and some shit that could definitely connect to Yuuji's work, even though he does work for the Japanese stuff. Like I was saying about the Mane thing earlier, I want to make it clear, Yuuji does work for the Japanese stuff, but at the same time, my point was maybe Amane, in terms of growing up in that situation, could have been very distinctly separate from Yuuji and just took a different path and is with a different organization or something else along those lines, and easily separate. And for Sakaki, I could easily see her father being connected to that in some way, and maybe not Sakaki knowing it, but maybe knowing that Yuuji is part of that, but maybe just like sort of getting a feel for his attitude, for how he approaches first impressions and trying to get off on the right track, just for a relationship of people trying to be buddy-buddy. I'm sure the whole military person who is trying to do this for the first time but doesn't really come across as sincere probably isn't that uncommon of an impression you can make, especially for someone who probably would have to deal with that a lot in given her family situation. So I could imagine that route going that way, where Yuji's maybe his connection to his organization is put really stressed and put on thin ice and stuff because he gets closer to her or something along those lines. I could imagine that. It's probably the best guess I have. As for Michiru, good old Micha, I'd say I'm still not really seeing anything to go against the idea that Michiru has some sort of terminal disease. It really feels like it's pushed towards that concept, and her personality is something along the lines of, I want to live this life that I still have and be the center of attention and be all these great things, even if it's mostly in her mind, and even if she realizes it but wants to live in denial, because if she has a terminal disease, then maybe that's enough at that point to live happy, even if it's living in delusions. You know what they say, ignorance is bliss, and that might really apply to Michiru to some extent. It also might explain why she has these affinities for all these different things that she consumes, like the vitamin C and the ramune and whatnot. Especially why before she got so freaked out over it, in terms of she was missing it. It's not difficult to say, even if it's not like a medicine, it could be something that her parents or something, especially considering how smart she is, just told her, if you eat this, it'll give you more time, or maybe it would help, or you have a chance, or something along those lines. Maybe. It could go a bunch of different directions as to why, but in general, I can see that fitting together quite well. And that's really... I can imagine, in terms of how her route would go, I imagine it would be just revealing that, yeah? Probably revealing the backgrounds and whatnot. I'm not really sure how intense any of these goes. It could just be just like a romantic situation, and the development of working past the many walls all the different people put up, because obviously in some way Yuuji has to reveal his background to anyone he gets close to, yeah? I mean, that's going to be an inevitability. As for Sachi, ooh, she is probably the biggest enigma of them all. I really don't know. She definitely seems like she had some sort of past that made her solely desire... Well, you know, if I really want to be good at this, I'd go back and see what Yuji's thoughts on everyone were. I haven't really internalized what they were at that one meeting with the principal, which is fine. But I haven't gone back and looked at that since then, so I might be off based on some of those. I don't really remember exactly what he said. I know he definitely said something quite insightful about Sachi that I'm not really remembering at the moment. But in general, she obviously has some sort of background that makes her truly enjoy being helpful to people, and probably one of the most notable things about what she does is how she gets so embarrassed when complimented, but everything else seems to just like go over her, well, not go over her head, but like not really affect her any significantly in positive stuff, where it's really just the compliments that seem to really do that. So obviously she's not used to compliments, which probably would suggest something. I don't want to say it, but I could see it in how this is like a slave. As bad as that is, it's for someone here, it's not outside of the realm of possibility for someone to legitimately have been like part of the child trafficking just as a kid and found their way out of it and then found their way to this school somehow. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Given everything she does and where she finds joy and where she finds value in her life, and because like the whole kitten thing was like it was like she was going against what she wanted in order to make other people happy, and given how extreme it is, it would not be outside of the realm of possibility that she just grew up learning that the only way a person is supposed to live is by trying to satisfy others in some way and form. And that's probably my best guess at her. Again, she's probably the greatest enigma of them all to me at the moment. I feel everyone else I have a decent grasp on. Like Makina, I forgot if I mentioned it again, but how she has these like genius tendencies and she thinks of herself as an idiot, and she has all these tendencies to act very childish and almost regressive from her actual situation, where I could easily see her issues and ultimately where the route would go focus around the idea that she would have been told growing up that what she has, what is good about her, has no worth to it. So she just associates herself personally with all these negative things, childish, stupid, whatnots, and it's easy to see where that could go, just based on what we've seen. And I probably rambled about this long enough, I can imagine. I know a good amount of people like this part of my approach to doing this Let's Play, but I can only go on so long before it's just rambling for an entire episode, and I make no progress. Yeah, the email Makina. Don't play dumb, I'm talking about this. I take my cell phone from my pocket, slide open the screen, and hold it out so Makina can see. It's displaying an incoherent message she sent just a few minutes ago. Oh, wait, you slid open the screen. That means it's a smartphone, right? Yuuji, you won my heart today. You truly are the best if you have a smartphone in this day and age in Japan. Oh, love you, man.
文字通りの意味なのよさ。
Yeah, that... And I'm telling you I don't understand what it means. That's why I'm talking to you about it.
お兄ちゃんはあれなのかな？日本語が不自由な人なの？
Yes, English is much more straightforward. Trying that. You really shouldn't talk. Anyway, just tell me what you're trying to say here as thoroughly, concisely, and bluntly as possible.
私のパパになってください。
How? That's not how being a father typically works. I'm like 1 year older than you too. I mean, come on. Yeah, that was definitely the title of the email as well, but no, wait. What does she even mean by that? Just tell me something, Makina. When you say papa, do you mean papa or...
そう。マキナのパパになってください。
That's never going to fly. What the heck? Are you seriously asking me to become your father? Or are you talking more about Are you talking about more of a sugar daddy type of deal? No, probably not. You're looking for money to play around with, and you think I'm going to give it to you.
そうじゃないのよ。お金はいらないのよさ。むしろ私のパパになってくれるならお金あげるのよ。
What now? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, when was that ever part of the deal? The hell? I'll give you money, so please be my papa? What the hell is that? Every step I take in this bizarre conversation, Every step I take in this bizarre conversation seems to be taking me farther and farther away from understanding the situation. Okay. Hold on. I think this over calmly, Yuuji. There's still a possibility I'm making some ridiculous mistake here. Before blaming others, carefully consider the possibility that you're the one who screwed up. I had that one beaten into me enough, right? Can't go forgetting it now. Okay, Makina, let's calm down and talk this over, alright? Why do you want a papa exactly?
私ね、パパがいないのよ。
But your family's still paying for a lot of money into the school, yeah? It's not like your family just disappeared. Did your parents disappear and you were just, like, thrown away to this, like, did your parents die and, like, you come for money, so the grandparents were just like, oh, we don't want to deal with this problem child, so just send them to this school and we'll pay you? Why not?
死んじゃったから。
I see. Sorry to hear that.
でね、結構前から企んでたんだけど、死んじゃったパパの代わりになるパパが欲しいなってずっと思ってたのよさ。
It must have been hard at this school at the very least. That's not how it works though, Makina. It's not.
でもね、なんかこう、いまいちピンとこないっていうか、なんか違うなって人ばっかでね。いろいろ探してはみたんだけど、私のパパになってくれそうな人って全然。そしたらね、なんと好都合なことに向こうから来たのよさ。
So have you been actively searching for people? Too? Because that's what you make it sound like with that last statement there. So you're talking about me.
分かってんじゃん。冴えてるな。
Oh, thank you. I'll take it right now. I'll put it on my vest and everything. For the record, I'm mildly pissed off right now, but whatever. Go on.
でもね、すぐにパパになってくださいって言ったら変な子だって思われちゃうじゃない？
Correct. And still the case.
それにすぐに飛びついて失敗だったら嫌だなって思ってたし。私もそんなに赤坂な女じゃないのよ。
Okay, I think you meant to say shallow there.
アロマのカリス。
Good job. It's, you know what? Never mind. I thought you said it right. It's, Anomalocaris. However it was pronounced when I looked up the pronunciation in that episode. No, never mind. Let's just, leave your pronunciation issues aside for the moment. Keep going.
だから、とりあえず、お兄ちゃんってことで様子を見させてもらって。
You assigned me as Oni-chan extremely quickly, so you came to the conclusion that you want me to be your papa, like, really early on, eh?
この人で間違いないって思ったら、パパになってもらおうと思ったわけなのよ。
Still not how it works. So that's the, level up.
いかにも。
Long, heavy sigh spills from my mouth. She's trying to buy herself a father. I absent-mindedly massage the area between my eyebrows. I've developed a headache all of a sudden. Family isn't something you can buy with money. Doesn't everyone understand that? Then again, there are people out there who think they can erase their families with money, so I guess it's not so surprising that the opposite delusion exists as well. But more importantly, what in the world am I going to do about this one? Look, Makina, you seem to be working off a mistaken premise here. Let me clear it up for you, okay? A father isn't something you can replace with money. Spare me the ooh. Hasn't anyone ever told you something like this before?
いかんせん、父親を早くに亡くしたもので、そのあたりの機微には疎いところがあるという自覚はあるのだけれども。
You seem to still consider yourself a child, so how young were you really? Were you actually young, or are you young in the same way that you're young now? What about your mother? She didn't explain any of this to you?
お母さんは私のこと嫌いだからね。
Okay. Yeah, it feels like the abuse thing is definitely starting to get a grasp on here. I see. Well, I guess that makes sense then.
で、どうなの？私のパパになってくれるの？
It doesn't work like that. Papa. Oh, when you say Papa, what exactly are you expecting me to do?
別に今まで通りでいいのよさ。私のことを守ってくれて、 私のことを大切にしてくれて、私のことを愛してくれれば、それでいいの。
Did I ever protect you from harm? Or take good care of you, for that matter? And apparently I loved you on top of it all? That's news to me. If anything, I feel like I've treated her pretty roughly at times.
家族愛って一番強い愛情なんでしょ?
Yeah. Hard for me to say. I don't really have a family, so I can't really comment.
じゃあ、一緒に家族について勉強していこうよ。私が娘になってあげるのよさ。
No. You can call me Papa if you want, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna figure it out, eh? They do say life is one long learning process, but in the first place, am I really qualified to play this game? Can an irresponsible man like me call himself someone's father? Does a piece of trash like me have any right to? It's a brief sentence, and her tone of voice is casual. But all of a sudden, it feels like my heart is being squeezed tight in my chest. Uneasy. Yeah. That's probably a good word for what I'm feeling right now. If a bit of an understatement. Do I have the strength to keep this girl safe? I don't want the money. Makina reaches into her skirt and pulls out a number of crumpled, bent 10,000 yen bills, along with some smaller change. On account, it comes out to about 86,000. For a kid's pocket money, this strikes me as somewhat excessive. The next thing to emerge from her skirt pocket is a gold card issued by a major credit card company. Compared to the premium or limited black cards, I suppose it's something of a toy, but definitely not the sort you'd expect a kid to be carrying around. Hey, Makina. See, this is the worst part about it. The fact that she's trying to do it with money. Golden plastic card quivers in her hands. What if he says no? And that slight, uncontrollable trembling, Makina's terror of rejection is all too clear. I think I understand now why she's trying to buy my affection. She simply doesn't know any other way to get what she wants. This is probably how she was raised. When she went to her mother to talk about her troubles, she got a wad of money. They should take care of it. So that was how she was taught how to solve her problems. And she never had anyone to teach her what was wrong. What can I do for a girl like this? What can the likes of me possibly do for Makina? I'm not taking the money. I'm not sure which ways these are going to go. Am I going to protecting the money? If I had my choice in what that meant, it would be, no, don't give me money. If you want to call me Papa, Dad, whatever, you are perfectly free to be in a situation where you can call me that, and we can work out a relationship as we go along, whatever you want it to be. As weird as that might be, I don't care. It is what it is, if it helps you. But solving things with money is never really going to be the answer. So no. Makina, listen carefully. I don't want your money. That's not what I'm saying. If you want to play house, I'll do it free of charge. I'm not the perfect human being you think I am, and I can't commit to being your father. It would be pretty irresponsible of me to pretend I could. But if it's just playing at the role, I think even someone like me could handle it. Well, a pseudo-papa, I guess? Since you never learned what a family is, we'll try to figure it out together. Would that be enough? Alright, then let's leave it at that. That's gonna be weird, and really take some getting used to. That said, I'd really prefer not to be called Papa this early in my life. And I think you meant fledgling.
スツーか
Isn't that a bird? Yeah, that's the feathers of an arrow. Okay, that too. Or just that.
よくわかんないけど、とりあえずよーしく。
I take a hold of Makina's outstretched hand and give it a quick shake. Most likely because of that half-eaten lollipop she's been carrying around. Her palm is sticky and unpleasant to the touch. You've got plenty to learn, that's for sure. When you raise something, sometimes you're the one that grows the most. And when you teach someone, you're going to learn a lot in return. Or so my master told me once. At the time, those words don't really resonate with me. But now I think I'm starting to understand. Even so, when I think about the rocky road ahead, even I can feel a dull throb of an headache stirring up my temples. Okay. I don't know if that committed to anything, but I guess we're gonna find out. I'm actually quite accustomed to being used by others. After all, at my part-time job, it's not considered acceptable to second-guess your orders, let alone defy them. Once you're given instructions, you'd be expected to carry them out to the letter. Without question, without hesitation, and without doubt. In other words, there's no right to disobey. And again, simply do what you're told, and you'll always be provided with the necessities in life. There's no need to agonize over your decisions when you're not the one making them. In that sense, it's a very easy life.
ごめんね、ユージ。面倒な仕事頼んじゃって。
What are you gonna do? Don't worry about it. I'm currently carrying a metal overhead projector down a hallway. In our increasingly computerized age, this sort of bulky machine is already well down the road to being completely obsolete. But a fraction of the teaching staff, specifically those older than 50, don't seem to have gotten the memo. As a general rule, these older instructors prefer to use handwritten transparencies as visual aids for their lessons. Personally, I don't really like to complain about the elderly not moving with the times, but every classroom in this school has a retractable LCD projector mounted on the ceiling. So being forced to lug this heavy thing around for every lesson is definitely enough to inspire a few exasperated sighs, basically.
なんかさ、今まではこういう仕事って全部私に回ってきたから、ユージが来てくれたおかげで助かるよ。
You could still help. You're seriously exaggerating. This is nothing. Saving people is something else entirely. Something much, much more difficult. In the first place, Amane isn't my superior or anything. I have the right to turn her request down flat. Since I'm not exercising that right, I'm acting out of my own free will. There's nothing to thank me for. Actually, the fact that you are acting out of your own free will is the fact that you made the choice to help her is the thing that she should be thanking you for, yeah? Anyway, I'm just trying to show off in front of a woman. Pure self-interest.
へえ、でもさ、嫌いな子の前でいいとこ見せる必要なんてないもんね。
Nah.
それってつまり、ユ
Nah.
ージは私のこと好きなんだ。
Nothing like that, nothing like that. No, it's not quite like that. I want you to spread my magnificence around all the town with your big breast as a way of attracting attention, and maybe that won't get the attention of the other girls now that I think about it. As a general rule, I dislike women who ask me annoying questions. You don't have to follow me around, by the way. I know where the equipment room is.
またそうやってすぐ意地悪なこと言う。女の子にそういう態度取るのがかっこいいとか思ってるなら、それ勘違いだからね。
And? That a fact. Let me rephrase that then. Leave this to me, Amane. You go on ahead. I'll catch up later.
それって死亡フラグじゃん。
I wonder if it's really a death flag. Amane, once this job's done, let's get married.
いや、だからそれ死亡フラグだってば。
I mean...
つうか、冗談だって分かっててもドキッとするから、あんまそういうこと言わないでよ。私、結構本気にしちゃうタイプだし。
Just like I've been taking you seriously. Duly noted.
まあいいわ。どこにでもついてくる鬱陶しい女だって思われるのもあれだし。後のことは任せてもいいのね。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a problem.
じゃあさ、私先に帰って晩ご飯の用意するね。何が食べたい？
What? Wait, what?
だから今日の晩ご飯私が作ってあげる。何がいい？
You really don't need to do that.
別にお礼じゃないわよ。私が勝手に作りたいって言ってるだけ。
But you can't force me to eat it. Look.
そうでも言わなきゃ、あんたちっとも食べに来ないじゃない。あんたの分も用意しておくから、ちゃんと食べに来るのよ。いい？
So you're guilting me into coming. Okay. Hey, hold on. Unilaterally announcing a schedule as if the matter has already been decided, then disappearing before I have the time to object. It's a favorite trick of crafty older woman. By repeating this process numerous times, then they deeply imprint the idea I can't impose this woman onto my subconscious, ultimately depriving me of the ability to voice any resistance to their plans. Why exactly do these sort of sly women flock around me like moths to a flame? I don't know. At this point, I'm half convinced it's some kind of curse. Pushy girl. Watching Amane bound off jauntily down the hall, I heave a light sigh. In the next moment, the cell phone in my breast pocket begins to buzz with a harsh electronic sound. As the ringing phone vibrates against me, I feel the warmth drain from my chest. It's my black cell phone. The one I was given for work. Oh, great. I pull the phone out of my pocket and glance at the LCD screen. Caller's name is displayed Julia, first and foremost among the sly woman in my life. After a short, deep breath, I press the answer button and hold the phone to my ear. Great. First thing I hear is an electronic noise as the call is converted from a general analog line to an encrypted digital connection. That's in the commanding voice of a woman. A voice that brooks no opposition. In answer to her clip, succinct words offer similarly terse and businesslike response. What's the situation?
Type B, 準待機。あなたまだ学校にいるわね。17分後に迎えに行く。用意して。
He did say that a lot of situations just had him go somewhere and get a call saying it was taken care of, yeah? Affirmative. She cuts out the call without warning before the word is completely out of my mouth. Par for the course. 17 minutes. Returning my phone in my hand to my breast pocket, I glance at the cheap digital wristwatch in my left wrist, which currently reads 4:50 p.m. Looking up, I hurriedly scan my surroundings. When I look back over my shoulder, I find Sakaki performing her usual languid intellectual girl act. One elbow resting on a windsill as she sighs, apathetically for no apparent reason. I call out to her without hesitation. Sakaki.
Nani?
Sakaki turns to look at me with a displeased frown on her face, roughly translatable to, I'm not death, and approaches me with obvious reluctance. Sorry, but can I ask you to take care of this?
Huh?
Something urgent just came up. You know where the equipment room is, right? I need you to take this back for me, please.
ちょっと、どうして私が
I owe you one. No waiting for Sakaki's response, I turn my back on her and break into a run. She doesn't raise her voice to berate me, let alone chase after me, exactly as I'd calculated beforehand. I'm pretty sure Sakaki loathes domineering men from the bottom of her heart, but that hatred is so intense precisely because she can't offer much resistance to them. It takes 1 minute and 40 seconds to reach my room. Since I ran all out, I've worked up a good sweat in that time. But thanks to the daily running regimen I've kept up since coming here, my breathing is still pretty regular. I quickly peel myself out of my sweat-soaked school uniform and toss it carelessly aside. Opening the sack sitting in the corner of my room, I take out a change of clothes. Specifically a green work uniform with the name of the cleaning company embroidered on a shirt, a cap of the same color, and a package of disposable adult diapers. Okay. First order of business, I take a diaper out of the plastic package and wrap it around myself. Okay. In my line of work, generally incapable, and especially in my specific job, it's often impossible to take a bathroom break once you've taken your position. Oh, no, I get it. It's just, I get it. Fact of the matter is, I once spent several hours of a lengthy job stewing in my own piss. The discomfort I endured on that occasion is beyond my ability to express in words. As a direct result, I picked up the habit of wearing a disposable diaper to any job, no matter how minor. As soon as I finish with the diaper, I slip open my light green work shirt, step into trousers, tighten my belt, and put on my hat, completing my change into the frog uniform reviled by all who wear it. Finally, I put on a pair of deerskin gloves as a measure against possible injury to my fingertips, completing my preparations. Taking my phone out of my school uniform, I push them into my breast pocket and head for the door. As I reach the doorknob, I take a final look back into the interior of my room. School uniform scattered messily on the floor kind of stands out, but there's no reason to worry about it now. In this school, there aren't any superiors to chew me out about it while brandishing a punishment stick. Might as well just clear it up when, and if, I come back. There's always the possibility I'll never get that chance. But in the case that nobody's going to be able to nag me about it ever again... I burst out of the room and rush towards the school gate. My body feels light. Even as I burrowed my way through the lax student life, casually gathering small fragments of happiness with every passing day, even when I started to find my cheeks loosening into a spontaneous smile, even at the best of times, that underlying feeling of frustration never disappeared. That vague, heavy anxiety was always with me. And yet, with a single curt phone call, that weight had been lifted from my shoulders. My body moves freely, effortlessly. When you get down to it, this is how I was made. This is how I was supposed to operate. This is what I am. As I try to convince myself of that, my body grows lighter still. But in exchange, I can feel the gaping, empty hole in my chest grow wider.
Yuuji?
Crap, keep going. An unexpected voice brings me to a reflexive halt. When I turn, sure enough, Amane standing a few meters away.
Nani? その格好、どっか行くの?
Maybe. Yeah, get called into work all of a sudden.
そうなんだ。なんだっけ? 掃除屋さんだっけ? もしかして遅くなるの?
Well, I might not be able to make it back.
そっか。わかった。じゃあ私、晩ご飯用意して食べないで待っててあげる。
You really might want to start eating. I don't know if I'm going to be back at a reasonable hour.
いいよ、待ってる。でも、できるだけ早くね。お返事は?
Alright.
よしよし。じゃあ、頑張って働いておいで。ちなみに晩ご飯のメニューはマキナの希望で酢豚に決まったから。何? もしかして酢豚は嫌い? パイナップルなら入れないよ。
That's not it. Thank you, Amane.
何? あんたがお礼言うなんてなんか変じゃない?
Pretty sure I'm just trying to end the conversation. Can I go now? Okay, I'm heading out.
はい、行ってらっしゃい。はい、行ってきます。
Look, woman, don't casually butt your way into a conversation between young people. You're awfully casual. Was this just a warning or like a test of my current ability to respond? Why are you here? Is it just me, or does her eyes seem less like sarcastic or joking and more like she wants to kill me? I don't remember anything about that ride being you. Okay, can you stop talking in that sugary tone of voice? It's raising my blood pressure.
Yuuji?
Don't worry about it. Right, as I may have mentioned before, this blonde clown is JB. Feel free to ignore her stupid jokes. Stop talking, let's just go. Are you serious?
はじめましてなのかしら。ユージの保護者の春寺ユリアです。いつもうちのユージがお世話になっているみたいで、須尾あまねさん。
Did she say her full name? I suppose you would probably have some sort of information on everyone who's living here, right?
こんにちは。あれ、でもどうして私の名前を?
それはもちろん。いつもお話はユージから聞いてるし、ね。
どうも。有限会社アサヒクリーン
広報2課分室室長春寺ゆりやさん。
そう、気安く JB って呼んでいいのよ。
は
So much for the alibi. She's not even trying to keep it. Well, not alibi, the cover story, whatever it was when I first came here. That's more than enough, isn't it? Let's go, JB.
だから髪を引っ張らないでって
I am surprised she lets me take her by the hair. Later, Amane.
あ、いってらっしゃい。なんなの今の人。
怒った？
Yes. Why would I be? You know, let's just pretend that I'm mad at you being a jerk.
なんか私のことあの子たちに合わせたくないみたいじゃない。
It's almost like I don't want to combine the cold-heartedness of my work with the thing I'm trying to not be cold-hearted with. That's right, I don't. You stink of gunpowder, JB.
そうかな。私匂う？
It was a figure of speech.
まあね。そりゃ急に来たのは悪かったわ。それは謝るけど、あんまり過敏になってもかえって怪しまれるわよ。気をつけなさい。
I know.
乗って。
This car never gets any any less obnoxiously flashy, and the interior stinks of perfume.
火薬臭いよりはマシでしょ。文句言わないの。
I don't know. Gunpowder might smell nice at this point. As she speaks, JB leans over towards me in order to put on her seatbelt, her body exuding the same sweet smell of perfume that pervades the car. It's the raw scent of an adult woman. As a general rule of thumb, women sprinkle more perfume on themselves every year they age. Some of them end up as walking air fresheners, but JB's fragrance isn't too unpleasant. Somewhat reminiscent of my mother's smell, if anything. Better than the smell of gunpowder, to be sure. And what's our destination?
まずは横浜の営業所。そこで装備一式の受け渡しと、今回一緒に仕事をするメンバーと顔合わせを済ませて、
What's the
その
operation?
後は会社のワゴン車で移動。
What's the operation? Will I be working with a partner?
いいえ、今回もあなたは一人よ。他のメンバーとは別行動になるわ。
Okay. And there's hardly any point in meeting them, is there?
会いたくないのならそれでも構わないけど、どうする？メンバーの中には女の子が2人いるよ。
Okay. What does the team matter? I'll be with them for what? Part of the van ride? And their gender is even less relevant.
なんかイラついてるのね。最近ちゃんと眠れてる？
Can't. I'm still a shallow sleeper, and my dreams are always about the past.
少し眠っておいたら、会社に着いたら起こしてあげるから。
Sounds like a plan. I open the glove compartment and retrieve a bottle of eye drops and a sleep mask. According to the watch on my wrist, it's now 5:26. About time I started stretching. I started on stretching my ocular muscles in preparation for my job. Pressing the back of my head firmly against my headrest, I apply a single drop of fluid to both my eyes, then gently close them. But even eyes still shut, I move my eyeballs in regular figure 8 patterns, sometimes squeezing my eyelids firmly down against them. Opening my eyes, I swing my focus up and down to the absolute limit, as if attempting to look at my own forehead and chin. Next, I move my own eyes to the right, left to right, trying to catch a glimpse of my own ears. I don't think you can do that. I'm trying now, but I really don't think you can do that. I mean, just logically, you probably couldn't do it. I probably should have thought of that before. I repeat the same exercise a total of 5 times, with 1 minute breaks in between each repetition. When I'm finished, I gently close my eyes, slip on the sleep mask, and consciously slow my breathing. And inside the car, enveloped by JB's sweet fragrance, I quietly fall into sleep. Wait, a lobby?
みちるなのですから、ミッチーなどいかがでしょう。
We've been at that point. Mature, yeah?
もうそれならいっそミッツィとかどうなのよさ。なんかこう口んとこがバッテンな感じでキュートなのよ。
Make ya plots. Okay. I assume I'm not here.
あのね、さっきから黙って聞いてれば、何好き勝手なこと言ってるわけ？
暇つぶしで人の名前をいじらないでくれる？
Didn't you always... You tried that with me, goddammit.
だってチルチルって呼ぶなーって言ったのあんただよ。
Really? She seemed to like that.
だからって変なあだ名を新しくつけろって言った覚えはないわよ。つうかあんたって言うな。
めんどくせえ女だな。じゃあなんて呼べばいいのよさ。
Michiru with a great and of a lasting amazingness.
私にはちゃんと松島みちるって名前があんでしょが。変なあだ名とかいらないから。
You were so on the nickname parade not that long ago.
じゃあみちる
呼び捨てにすんな。私の方が年上だっての。
みちるちゃんちゃん付けすんな。子供扱いじゃないのよ。みちるさん
あんたが言うとインギン無礼。なんかムカつく。
Damn.
ではみちる様ということで
それはその
いやいや待て待て。何も名前をもじるだけがあだ名じゃないのよ。
You could just say something completely related, like bottle blondes.
例えばジージャンデカはいつもジージャンを着ているからそうあだ名されるのであって、何かこう身体的な特徴、主にビジュアルからイメージするようなあだ名を。
I feel as though we've had this conversation before, and this is a weird role reversal for it.
だから無理にあだ名をつける必要がどこにあるの？人の話聞いてお願いだから。
よし、今日からお前はパツキンデカだ。よろしくな。
Why detective?
見たまんまだし、つかデカじゃないし。
But you could be. You could aim for those high heights that are probably beyond you in most cases.
でもその場合髪が伸びて地毛の色が出始める頃には通用しなくなってしまうような。
Yeah, she said her hair is black, right?
プリンデカというのはいかがですか？もしくはもっと安っぽさを強調してプッチンデカとか。
Oh.
だからデカじゃないって言ってんでしょが。
But
つう
Jello,
かプリン言うな。
Jello's great. Jello's
だ
great.
んだんうざくなってきたのよさ。
そりゃ私のセリフだ。
あーもう鬱陶しいのよさ。じゃあチルチルはイカフライに何をかけて食べる？
This is important.
醤油かな。
じゃあもうイカ醤油でいいよね。今日からチルチルはイカ醤油ってことでよろしく。
Why does she need a nickname?
もう急にめんどくさくなって適当なあだ名つけるな。
And I'm still particularly partial to Micha.
まあまあ落ち着いてくださいイカ醤油様。
Micha-sama.
落ち着けるか。それととりあえず呼んでみるのやめて。
もううるさいな。何大声出してんのよ。近所迷惑でしょ。
チルチルの新しいあだ名を考えてたのよさ。
イカ醤油よイカ醤油。
No.
いうか
Damn it.
私はイカ醤油じゃないわよ。
Ah, you're just gonna make it happen.
どっちなのよ。鮮魚超人マグロマンに出てくる怪人みたいで素敵じゃないですかイカ醤油。
Oh, God. Not that thing again.
他人事だと思って気軽に肯定してくれてんじゃないわよ。いい？
ちなみにあまねはイカフライに何をかけて食べる？
そうね醤油かな。
Oh, no.
なんとしまったのよさ。ここにも怪人イカ醤油がもう一匹。チルチル残念だけどイカ醤油は諦めてほしいのよ。
全然残念じゃないから。心の底からホッとしてるから。
ちなみに私はソース派です。
Hey, Barbie.
別に聞いてないから。
よし、今日から貴様はイカソースだ。
Maggot.
ほら見なさい。余計なこと言うから頭の悪い子に変なあだ名つけられた。
そして私はイカ
Hmm.
あんたイカフライにマヨネーズつけて食べるの？
だってほら、おつまみとかのサキイカにはマヨネーズつけて食べるんだし、変じゃ
そう言われると
多数決でも取ってみる？
いや、何の意味があって？
お？ちょいとそこ行くお嬢さん、意見を。
She is always there, isn't she?
そうそう、そこでしかと決め込んでるあなたよ。そこで私に気安く話しかけないでくれないかしら。友達だと思われたら迷惑だわって背中で語ってるあなたに言ってるのよ。せっかくスルーしようと思っていたのに、一番厄介なのに見つかって声かけられたって感じで大きく肩を落としているあなた。
Machina, ye of many observational skills.
そこのあなた、とりあえずこっち向け。なんで怒ってんの？
Oh, I wonder.
胸に手を当ててよく考えてごらんなさい。
Machina, ye of very selectable observational skills.
知るか。そんなことよりユミちゃんはイカフライに何をかけて食べるのよ。
Plain. I bet it's plain.
さすがに堪忍袋の尾が切れそうだわ。
ごめん、言ってること難しすぎた。イカフライってあるでしょ。こうイカを輪切りにして衣をつけて揚げたやつ
知っているわよ、それぐらい。
だよな。でだ、それに何つけて食べるって話なんだけど。
残念ながらそんな庶民の食べ物なんて私は食べたことないわ。
マジで？
本当よ。だから私に変なあだ名をつけようとしても無駄な。
よし、今日から貴様はノンフライだ。
Nigga squid.
この子、人の話をまるで聞いていない。確かに榊さんってノンフライって感じするよね。
ちょっとあまれ、笑ってないであんたからも言ってよ。人に変な。
いいじゃない、別に楽しくて。
全然楽しくないわよ。だいたいあの子のつけるあだ名って悪意があるのよ。
おい、人聞きの悪いことを言うなよパツキン。後ろからやっちまうぞてめえ。
Whoa.
つうか、最近ますます言葉遣い悪くなってきてるし。
Could Machina even reach that far?
これは明らかに風見さんの悪影響ですよね。
Hey, shut up.
私には自分がないから人の真似をして生きていくしかないのよさ。
何ちょっと悲しいこと言ってごまかそうとしてんのよ。そんなんで騙されないわよ。ちょっとこっち来なさいな。
痛い、引っ張らないで、脱げた。
あんたまたブラしてない。この子はもう
見られて減るもんじゃないのよさ。
Oh, God.
私、もう部屋に戻っても構わないかしら。
No. We finally got everyone, except maybe Yuuji, together. Let's keep it that way for a little bit. Supposed to be important things happening.
まだいいじゃない。どうせ部屋に帰ってもネットでエロ画像を集めるぐらいしかやることないんでしょ。
Ho 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 ho.
勝手な憶測で私を語らないでいただけないかしら。
Who said anything about downloading? You can stream that shit. This is 2010, 2011. You could do it back then. Easy.
はいはい、ごめんよ。そうカリカリしないでよ。ノンフライなんて。その変なあだ名もやめて。へいへい。っていうかさ、そもそもなんでイカフライなの？
それは多分マキちゃんが食べたいだけなのではないかと。
That makes sense.
そうなの？でもマキナ、今日は酢豚がいいって言ってたじゃない。
Okay, so it is the same day. I figured it was, but
酢豚がいいのよ。でもイカフライも嫌いじゃないのよさ。
she just wants to eat everything. I understand.
イカフライね。なんでか知らないけど、あんたってば歯ごたえのある食べ物好きよね。
硬い方が食べ物としての満足度が上。
Why?
まあわかんないでもないけどね。じゃあイカフライも作ろうか。肉より魚介の方がユージも喜ぶだろうし。
それがいいのよ。あれ、そういえばお兄ちゃんは？
I thought I was Papa.
あ、ユージならバイトだって。さっき JB って人と出かけてったよ。
バイト？
別に興味なんかないけど、あいつ何のバイトしてんのよ。
掃除屋さんなのかな。清掃業者の作業服みたいなの着てたし。
ああ、そういえばそんなこと言ってたわね。
Out of everyone here, well, if Amane recognizes it, then at the very least she wouldn't say anything, and she'd probably play pretty dumb on it. Sakaki might, though. It depends. It depends.
風見さん、両親を早くに亡くしたみたいですし、学費とかも自分で働いて捻出していらっしゃるのでしょうか。
彼は書類上海外からの招待入学枠で在籍しているから、学費の8割は免除されているはずよ。
Interesting.
在学費は免除でも日々の生活費とかは自費ですよね。
そこまでは知らないわ。
JB とかっていううさんくさい金髪女が面倒を見てるんじゃないの？その辺は。
それ言ったら後染め偽金髪のチルチルの方がうさんくさいけどな。
She's natural, though. Isn't JB natural?
あんたね、伸ばすわよ。
何をだよ。
そもそもハルデラさんって何者なんでしょう。
なんだっけ、ユージのものすごく遠い親戚だっけ？
あいつのお姉さんの妹？
What? Did I say anything? I don't remember what I said.
それって結局姉なのでは？
I don't think I said that, though. I don't think I was stupid enough to say that.
お姉さんの友達じゃなかったかしら。
I mean, I know what it really is, but what did I say?
それって他人じゃん。他人がなんであいつの面倒を見てるのよ。
私に聞かれても知るわけないじゃない。
でも挨拶をするといつもうちのユージがお世話になってますっていかにも身内然とした受け答えをなさいますし。
Wait, you weren't there. You weren't there on either occasion. How would you... What?
血縁はなくとも深い関係が推測されますよね。
What? Why would you know?
サチ、あんたあの女と話したことあるの？
Yeah.
あ、はい。以前校門の前を掃除していた時にお見かけしました。
Oh, okay. She does come around every once in a while then.
何やら校門から内部を監視するような不審な人物を発見したので速やかに排除しようと竹ぼうきを片手に声をかけましたらハルデラさんでした。
I can imagine Sachi trying to attack her with a broom and failing miserably.
ねえさっちゃん、不審者を見かけたらとりあえず声をかけるってのやめなよ。本当に不審者だったらどうする気？
Like JP. Like, she probably is. Danger. She probably knows how to handle herself at the very least, even if she's more administrative than Yuuji is.
不審な行動をしていると声をかけてくる者がいる。犯罪を制圧するのが目的ではなく未然に抑止するための警戒行動。
言いたいことはわかるけどさ、実際に悪意を持った男に襲われたらあんたなんか障子紙破るみたいにあっさり抑え込まれちゃうわよ。
でも確かになんか怪しいのよね、あの女。私もこの前駅前で偶然に会って少し話をしたんだけど、
Everyone's ran into her?
なんかこうひょうひょうとして正体をつかませないっていうか、妙に人懐っこいあの笑顔も嘘くさいし。
What, like Yuji's?
でもそんな悪い人じゃないのよ。この前ガムくれたのよさ。
あんたもあったの？っていうか知らない人から物をもらっちゃダメっていっつも言ってる。
だって全く知らん人じゃないし。
Did you?
それに営業の仕事でガムとかキャンディーはいつもいっぱい持ち歩いてるからって言ってたし。
What? Oh, fuck. She's gonna fuck up my story?
営業の仕事？
ガムやキャンディーを配る営業というと製法レディとか？
でもユージは清掃員なんだよ。
確かにあの嘘くさい笑顔も営業スマイルと考えれば納得できる。
あんたね、全国の製法レディにぶっ飛ばされるわよ。
ですが1階の製法レディが使う営業車にしてはあの派手な車は失礼ながら税が過ぎるかと。
True. Maybe. Depends how good of an insurance salesman.
あの車っていくらぐらいするものなの？
A lot.
だいたい1800万円ぐらいじゃないかしら。
マジで？
それに車は買った後も維持費がかかるしね。普段の足に使ってればタイヤなんて半年で丸坊主になっちゃうだろうし。
何？あの女そんなにお金持ちなの？
外資系の保険会社と考えても腑には落ちないわね。
This isn't going well for me.
やっぱりなんか怪しい。そもそも何人なの？
I wonder if she's doing this on purpose. Giving enough of a show of her. You know, she did have that sort of like evil eye, like, I'm gonna kill you sort of eye emotions earlier when she was joking around. I wonder if she really hates Yuuji or something like that. I don't know. That would be a bit of a strong push, but seems possible, at the very least, if she's purposely trying to sabotage by providing all these inconsistencies.
生真面目なドイツ人？
陽気なイタリア人では？
大雑把なアメリカ人なのよさ。間違いない。
なんで間違いないなんて言い切れるのよ。
だって挨拶の時ハウディって言ってた。今時あんな挨拶するの田舎のカウボーイか80年代に学生だったおばさんぐらいなのよ。
I can't say I've ever met someone in America who uses howdy as a regular greeting, but, well, maybe as like one in a million sort of like greetings, just like on an off day, but...
確かに謎だわ。
So that was Yuuji, but don't think about that too much.
つーかさ、このままでいいわけ？
何が？
だってあの GB って女絶対にユージとそのなんていうの？
It's probably way too much of an age difference anyways.
ただれた関係？
そうそれただれた関係ってやつじゃないの？
どうなんだろうね。
いいの？ほっておいて。あまにあんたさ、あんなの相手に勝てるの？
勝つって何に？
だからあの女によ。まあ確かに若さとかおっぱいの大きさとかじゃ負けてないかもしれないけど、何しろ相手は
The horror of facing a blonde. Michiru would know about that one, yeah?
つまりツンデレじゃない。きっと今頃あの女ユージの前でデレデレしているわよ。
Again, isn't she a natural blonde?
あのさ、ミチル、その金髪が全員ツンデレって認識は間違っていると思うわよ。
I think it's just a cliche in Japan because you don't have many people who are actually blonde. So the people you have that go blondes are either going to be the delinquents. Okay, tsunderes probably aren't really real things, but they trend in that direction because I don't know why they trend in that direction in anime. Why are tsunderes typically blonde in anime and stuff? What is the basis of that? I can't think of anything. But then you also have the natural blondes that'll probably, like the foreign people that have more foreign genes and just results in a different hair color, they'll probably get bullied in school and shit because of that.
違うの？
私に聞かないでよ。
とにかくこのままあの女に好きにさせておいていいのかって。私はそう。
いいも悪いも別に私はユージの彼女とかそういうんじゃないし、ユージのお姉ちゃんになれればそれはそれで構わないっていうか。
甘い！激甘よ。それってただの便利な飯炊き女じゃない。それで何が得られるわけ？
Why are you supporting her efforts?
自己満足かな。
なんと
いう弱腰。見損なったわよ、スオアマネ。あなたには本当にがっかりだわ。あ、みちる、あんた何怒ってんのよ。
なんとなくですけれど、みちる様の言いたいこともわかります。
どういうこと？
うまく言えないんですけど、結局のところよく知らない女の人に風見さんを取られるのが単純に気に入らないんだと思います。
I'm happy this conversation went to this discussion, so people aren't going to ask, well, maybe they won't ask questions. They won't answer the questions that'll be very difficult to answer if it keeps going in this direction.
さっちゃんも行っちゃうの？なんだろうな、私にどうしろっての？はあ、まあいいか。さて、私も晩ご飯の用意しなきゃ。
私も
ねえユミちゃん
嫌な予感しかしないけれど、一応返事はしておくわ。何かしら？
ノンフライじゃあんまりだから新しいあだ名考えてみた。
Oh no.
全然聞きたくないけど、一応言ってみなさい。
What? Where does that even come from? She doesn't seem to hate it either, based on her expression.
は？
Now she's just confused.
だからバーバラ、
Why?
なぜ？
もしくはイボンヌ。ね、どっちがいい？
Why?
逃げ遅れた。
Maybe. But why? Why Barbara? Where did you even get that idea? Huh. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of scenes without Yuuji, eh?
でっかいあくび。マキナ眠い。
おい、ちょっとだけ眠い。お兄ちゃん遅いね。
I was actually sort of expecting them to show Yuuji on the job. Well, even just a little bit. I guess they did sort of do it in the car, but...
仕事長引いてるのかもね。いつ帰るかわからないって言ってたし、あんたもう先に部屋に戻って寝たら？
あんまねえわ。
私はもう少しここで待つよ。やることもあるし。
やることって？
Is it something suspicious? Does it follow my suspicious patterns? I think it might follow my suspicious patterns. That might be a thing.
ユージの制服にアイロンかけなきゃ。
Sure.
私も手伝うのよ。
Oh god, you'd iron your face in your current condition.
いいよ。もう10時になるし眠いでしょ。
ごめんね、あまね。
いいって。一人で部屋まで戻れる？平気。さてとっとと終わらせちゃいますか。
Same day, same time.
悪かったわね。こんな時間まで付き合わせて。
Did I even do anything? Par for the course. Nothing to feel guilty about. Have I even been called into work during my time here? I don't think that's happened yet. I suppose it hasn't been that long that I've been here.
部屋に女の子待たせてるんでしょ？
Oh god. I glanced down at my watch on my left wrist. It's 10 p.m. already, and they eat dinner at 7, so there's no way she's still going to be waiting at this point.
わかんないよ。あまねちゃんって言ったっけ？ああいう子ってさ、約束は約束って感じでさ、例えばデートの待ち合わせとかでも彼氏が来るまで何時間も平気で待ってそうだよね。
I didn't think she said that much. Okay, my bad. I really don't think they I really don't think that she's that inflexible.
今から帰るって電話ぐらいしておいたら？
No. What's the point? We'd all be at the dorm soon anyways.
分かってないな。そういう男の豆さが女には重要なのよ。
You're assuming I'm going after that. Does getting in contact all of 10 minutes earlier really make that much of a difference?
されど10分の差なのよ。悪いこと言わないから電話しておきなさい。
There really is no point to that. Getting a lecture about women from JB is distinctly aggravating, but I don't think she's wrong. I take my private cell phone out of my work clothes breast pocket and pause for a moment and thought, no, I don't think I will after all.
あら、どうして？
You're assuming that Mani's still waiting, but there's a chance she gave it up hours ago. And if she gave it up hours ago, maybe she's like, if it's been hours, just imagine you gave it up hours ago and then you just get like a call or like a text or whatever, like short, like hours later, and it's just like, hey, I'll be back in so and so, and then they're just like, this person's way more serious about this than me, and then it gets creepy sort of at that point. If I call her now and get, sorry, I was asleep, it would be pretty damn awkward.
待ってると思うけどな。女の子には嫌われないようにしておきなさい。
Too late for that. Way too late for that. If there's some reason I need to worry about that, I'll take appropriate measures.
人類の半分は女よ。汝の隣人を愛する前に、汝敵を作るなかれってね。女の子には優しくして、有意義な学生生活を楽しんだ方が得じゃない。もしあまねちゃんが怒ってたら、ちゃんと謝るのよ。
I gave her proper warning. I can't think of any reason why she'd be angry. I told Amani beforehand I'd be back late. I don't remember asking her to wait for me. And if she's still waiting anyway, logically speaking, that's nobody's fault but her own. But for some reason, I do feel like I should at least come up with some sort of excuse. Am I losing my edge or something?
Hi, 到着。お疲れ様。
Appreciate you going out of your way to drop me off.
いいのよ。それじゃあまたあなたにしかできない仕事が入ったら連絡するわ。
Do me a favor and try not to call me out for every little thing, alright?
そう言わないの。予備役ってことでこの学園に通う許可が下りたんだから。
I'm aware. Alright, JB, see you later.
あ、ちょっと待って、ユージ。
What now?
今日はお疲れ様。今日のあなた、とっても素敵だったわ。
Have you noticed someone watching us? You've totally noticed someone watching us, haven't you? What is this all of a sudden? Why are you getting out of the car? I refuse. What? What the hell? Suddenly, JB twines her arms around me and draws close, hunting a kiss on the side of my face with all the force and speed of a rattlesnake striking its prey. See yourself. Seriously nauseating. She's totally trying to fucking sabotage me. Does she hate me? JB lets out a high-pitched giggle unworthy of her years and swings back into her car, kicking her high heels vigorously up in the air. In the next moment, she's speeding noisily off into the night. What the hell was that about? Who's watching? There's no way she would have done that if she didn't think anyone's watching. When JB acts like that, it means she's up to something. I can't imagine what she possibly had hoped to accomplish this time, but it's best to err on the side of caution when dealing with that woman's schemes. Some sort of trap. I mumbled to myself uneasily, watching as JB's car dwindles quickly down into the distance like a bad boy fleeing the scene of a successful prank. And when I turn back towards the school, the nature of her snare becomes clear at once. Yep. Sachi stands frozen a little distance away. Her cheeks are flushed red, and she's lightly biting down on her lower lip. And her whole body seems to be trembling slightly. She's holding a white plastic shopping bag in her hands. Probably on her way back from an expedition to the convenience store by the station. Yes, you sort of did. Hey, hold on, Sachi. I'm pretty sure you're misunderstanding something very badly right now. Please, let me explain. I'm telling you to hold on a second, alright? JB and I aren't... Well, our relationship isn't... No!
男の人はそういう体だけのドライな関係というか、むしろウェットな関係を求めるということも理解しています。
Yes, it would be a more accurate description, but no!
ノープロブレムです。はい。
Wait, what? No, that's not it. JB and I aren't... Wait, look, you got this wrong. She was just screwing around.
はい、分かってます。大人の悪ふざけですね。大丈夫です。あまねさんには黙っておきますから。
Why are you assuming Amane?
このことは薄い私の胸にそっとしまっておきますから。
Look, Sachi, can you please calm down?
疑ってますか？疑ってますね。大丈夫です。こう見えても私、口は硬い方なんで、なんなら今この場で押し倒してキスして確かめてみますか？
Has that happened to you? Has that happened to you? Oh, Sachi, has that happened to you? Wait, say what?
風見さん。
What?
もしかして私今とんでもないことを言いましたか？
Just now? Yes, you did indeed.
もしかして私はこの後レイプされるのでしょうか？
Well, not by me. By whom? Stop pointing at me. Look, just get lost, will you? Mitsu's waiting, right?
はい、失礼しました。
We're crying out loud. There's no way that was a coincidence. JB must have noticed her. What a malicious prank. The dose was way too strong for a girl with no immunity whatsoever. God damn, JB. I think I might need to give that woman a serious scolding one of these days.
風見さん。
What? You still here? You need something?
ほっぺに口紅ついてます。あまねさんに会う前に拭いてください。それでは。
Unbelievable. Every last one of them. Even as I mutter my complaints, I wipe my cheek clean with the cuff of my work uniform. JB's pricey lipstick, visibly distinct from the knockoff stuff students buy in convenience stores, is reduced to a fragrant smear on the sleeve of my peen grease shirt. It smells distinctly of a grown woman. As I take a whiff, the contrastive scent of gunpowder soaked in my uniform also prickles my nose. Do I smell? Oh, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it right now. To be honest, coming back late to this sort of slapstick routine is kind of a bear. Especially after hours of tension and strain on the job. My feet feel oddly heavy as I walk towards the dorm. Back when I was on active duty, I don't think this much would have worn me out. But I guess I've probably gone a little soft since I entered the school. Walking past the school building, I'm just crossing over the covered pathway leading to the gym when something ahead catches my eye. There's a light in my window. Mane, she actually waited. There's no guarantee I'd even come back. In the first place, there was absolutely nothing in it for her. Why sit around in an empty room? Does she enjoy wasting her time? When people put a lot of time into something that produces no concrete benefit to them, that activity can often be classified as a hobby. Maybe sitting around patiently is Amani's favorite pastime? Probably not. There are a lot of bizarre hobbies out there, no doubt, and it's hardly my place to tell Amani how to spend her leisure time. Even so, I have to say she'd probably be better off finding some slightly more rewarding pursuit. Of course, whether I'll even share that opinion with her is another matter entirely. Instant I open the door to my room, the smell of domestic life floods into my nose. For a moment I hesitate in the entrance, my hand frozen on the doorknob. The sense of another human being mingles with the lingering smell of some sort of cooking, forming a greasy, homely mix. When I was a child, and later, when I lived with my master, this scent was ubiquitous, natural. But right now, it feels alien to me. My room seems strangely unfamiliar.
おかえり。
You don't say. Yeah. I'm home. Slightly averting my gaze from Amani's unexpected smile, I glance at my wristwatch. It's already past 10. In my old school, we'd be past lights out by now. Were you waiting for me?
まあね。書き置きだけ残して部屋に戻ろうかとも思ったんだけど、やることもあったし。
What?
アイロンがけ。
I glance around the room. Clothes I've left scattered on the floor earlier are gone. In exchange, a clean, ironed, and neatly folded school uniform sit next to Amane.
アイロンは糊がバリバリに効いてる方がいいんだよね。
Yeah. In my line of work, any uniform you wear is expected to be as stiff as a board at all times. Get spotted with a wrinkle or two, and your superiors are going to give you absolute hell as a general rule. I do so bad in the military. All my clothes have just wrinkles. I've never cared that much about that. Yeah, it probably looks sloppy, more sloppy than typical, but still. As a result, I've also never worn uniforms for anything so specific, so as a result, I've got an ingrained habit of spraying enough starch on my shirts that you can practically prop them up like a tent after ironing. But I'm pretty sure I've never discussed any of this with Amane before. She probably just knows my shirts are always crisp and reached that conclusion on her own. Not that this is anything out of ordinary for her. She's got a truly impressive eye for this sort of detail. Isn't that interesting?
それと胸のところのボタンが取れかけてたから縫い直しておいた。
She passes over the uniform with a smile. On inspection, there is indeed one button with a slightly different colored thread. It's been sewn on particularly firmly. The sight gives me a strange feeling of deja vu. What's this feeling? Right. Back in elementary school, I'd been wearing a shirt with a loose button when somebody stopped me, then proceeded to sew it right back on where I stood. My one and only sister, Kazami Kazuki. I see.
実は裁縫はあんまり得意じゃなくてさ、ちょっと縫い目がごつくなっちゃったけど、取れちゃうよりはマシでしょ?
Yeah. Thanks. Now that I think about it, hobbies are the only reason people act in unprofitable ways. Family. The word wells up spontaneously somewhere in the depth of my chest. Working for someone else isn't exactly without compensation, without any expectation of gain, simply out of affection, as if it's the most natural thing in the world. That's what family is. Or so they tell me.
ねえ、晩ご飯はどこかで食べてきた?
No. I haven't eaten anything yet.
じゃあ、お腹空いてるよね。すぐに食べる?
Did you eat? Seemed like Makina had eaten, but... Yeah.
待ってて。今温め直すから。
Smiling casually, Mane heads over to the kitchen with light, graceful steps. She then places a plate filled with sweet and sour pork and calamari rings in the microwave. Speaking of which, why is there a microwave in my room? Anyways. I don't remember it being there when I left. For that matter, there's an unfamiliar rice cooker sitting on the shelf next to it. Yeah, she does seem to be moving stuff in, but 2 appliances at one... okay. What's with the microwave?
ああ、これね。マキナが使ってたレンジなの。
Yeah, she probably wouldn't use it.
あの子、自分の部屋にはめったに戻らないし、もう使わないだろうから、ユージの部屋に寄付してくれるって。
Okay. That rice cooker too, huh?
そういうこと。3合炊きの小さいやつだけど、半合で炊くよりは手間がかからなくていいでしょ?
I see. The scent that inspired the moment of unease when I entered the room was probably the traces of fragrant steam produced by the small rice cooker. Even as a kid, I didn't have much in the way of a happy family dinner. But after my parents and my sister died, I came to view meals as nothing more than regularly scheduled nutritional supply periods. And now, something inside of me shrinks instinctively away from this sort of warm domestic meal. It's always this nagging, almost guilty sense that I don't belong in this picture. Of course, when I was living with my master, or a female like this, but that woman was fundamentally crappy in the kitchen and rarely bothered to cook a full-fledged meal. The food she served me wasn't edible, but it was never what you'd call tasty either. JB would occasionally stop by on a whim and whip something up, and the food was definitely an improvement, but it's hard to get too emotional about it knowing it was going to be it was I who was going to be cleaning up the mess she always left in the kitchen. Hey, Amane. I think I've asked this before, but why do you stick to me so persistently?
だから、一目惚れって言ったよね。それプラス私の性格。なんか私って誰かの世話を焼くのが好きみたい。
That's really not a good explanation, I gotta be honest. Do you really expect me to be satisfied with that explanation?
だって他に言いようがないもの。っていうか、どうしてそんなに疑うかな？
Because you keep doing suspicious things, and saying suspicious things, and all these suspicious things. Because it's way too convenient for a story, can't help feeling a little skeptical. A beauty with huge breasts falls in love with me at first sight, then unilaterally lavishes attention on me out of sheer affection. I'm not quite wet enough behind the ears to swallow that shoddy manga-style setup. There's something else behind this. I don't think this is me being paranoid, it just seems like common sense.
逆に聞くけど、ユージは今まで何人の女の子と付き合ってきたわけ？
I've never dated anyone in my life, boy or girl.
だったらさ、ユージが知らないだけで私みたいな女がいたって変じゃないでしょ？
I see what you're at. No, this isn't a good explanation either. It might work to just settle the nerves and suspicions, but if anything, this sort of argument feels purposely deflecting. Well, I guess. I can't deny that I've got gaps in my knowledge. If she declares this is just how women are these days, I don't have enough points of reference to mount a rebuttal.
自分に理解できないものをありえないと否定するのは簡単だけど、それって自分の無知を棚に上げた発言なんじゃないかな。
But accepting it as possible right away isn't exactly a good idea either. It's a good idea to show some proof, rather than just saying it happened.
すぐに理解しろとは言わないけど、せめて世の中には私みたいな女もいるって事実は認めないと。
You have a point. As a result of ignoring a reality it didn't want to accept, this country once marched blindly into a crushing defeat, mouthing flowery rhetoric about inevitable victory the whole way. In the same way, dismissing a perspective you can't understand as ridiculous is just an egotistical refusal to admit other ways of looking at the world exist. That's true. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be skeptical. At the very least, I have to acknowledge that my values aren't universal, which is fine. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be skeptical and pursue answers rather than just accepting or denying outright either way.
はーい、お待たせ。用意できたよ。
Tell me something, Amane.
何？
Do you really love me?
言わなかったっけ？大好きだよ。
No hesitation whatsoever. And yet her words still ring hollow in my ears. Is the problem on my ends? I'm doubtful. Well, fine. I guess there's at least one woman out there deranged enough to fall in love with a man like me. I'll accept that as reality.
何それ？つまり、私がユージを好きだって言葉、信
No.
じる気になったってこと？
No, never. I'm not going to accuse you of lying, that's all. I still don't understand why you feel the way you do, and there's no change in the fact that I find overly convenient woman vaguely nauseating.
さ、私の一方的な片思いなのは分かってるけど、それでもこうして海外しく接してくる私を少しは不憫だなとか思わないわけ？
I eat your food, I let you set up in here. If I started lying to you out of compassion and dating you out of pity, would you really be happy?
たとえきっかけが同情だったとしても、同情のまま終わるような女じゃないもの、私。
What an interesting answer. You're one hell of a tough, proactive woman, you know that?
惚れ直した？
To be honest, I'm envious.
いいからご飯食べちゃいなさい。
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. I bring my hands together in front of the food Amane zapped with loving care. In the microwave, give her my thanks, and with the chopsticks toward the plate. Sweet and sour pork and fried squid. It's one hell of a strange combination, thematically speaking, but the taste itself is impeccable as ever. Her skill at cooking is superb, and in contrast to her seemingly rough, careless attitude, she's unusually attentive to small details and highly considerate of others' needs. A good woman, any way you look at her. Of course, I think that's the exact reason why I can't rid myself of these doubts. Why would she fall in love with me, of all people? It's delicious.
そう、よかった。
Whatever the case might be, I think Amane's smile is probably genuine, and that's why it makes me feel as though there's a thorn stabbing into my chest. Do I even deserve to be loved? I understand that I'm probably overthinking things, but I can't stop. Every time I get this train of thought, I start wondering what I'm even living for, whether there's even any real meaning in my survival. I start thinking that I must be a pretty pathetic excuse for a human being if I can't even believe in that smile. protect that smile, all those memes, yeah? When you get down to it, my master was right. I'm still just a punk kid. Oh, that's where he gets the thing he always says punk from. Just as my mouth begins to loosen into a self-deprecating smile, sound of a cell phone message alert resounds inside the room. I instinctively reach my hand to the breast pocket of my work clothes, but the sound didn't come from my phone. Which would mean...
あれ、メールだ。
Amane takes out a cell phone she left carelessly in the pocket of her jeans, opens it, and peers down at the LCD screen.
さっちゃんからだ。何？
It seems the message was sent from Komine Sachi's email address. And that name, my chopsticks abruptly stopped dead in mid-air. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about this. Apparently finished with Sachi's message, Amane quietly brushes up her long hair with free hands.
ねえ、ユージ。これ、何？
Amane holds out her cell phone for my inspection. Naturally, Sachi's email displayed on the screen. From Sachan to Amane. I can't say a thing. Message, and I didn't see a thing. You bastard. The contents of the email are that of a single short line. The problem lies in the image attached to it. It's a camera phone snapshot taken only a little while ago. You took a pic. That's why she was taking so long with it. Quite a skillful piece of work, really. From the school gate, JB's pressing her lips onto my cheek, arms both twined around me. Oh, that was, Involuntarily, I swallowed the food in my mouth, along with a lump of spit. It goes down my throat like a rock. Okay, Sachi, what happened to not saying anything to Amane? I mean, I guess she didn't technically put it in words, but... Well, this is Sachi we're talking about, and I doubt she did this for the malicious pleasure of it. The burden of keeping the secret is just too heavy for her to bear. In agony with guilt over Amane's ignorance, she probably took advantage of this dubious loophole out of sheer desperation. It was just a stupid prank of JB's.
いたずら？
Well, let's see. It's kind of a long story, but that's pretty much just how she is. Mind going into the long story of yours? What exactly were you doing with JB at the front gate? That's a logical next question for Amane to ask, but JB is a naturally wicked woman, prone to harassing me in this way at unexpected moments just so she can smirk at my agitation. Oh god, if I'm getting something, would be my explanation, I guess, but it hardly seems enough to satisfy Amane. Unfortunately, it also happens to be the truth, so there's not much I can do about it.
アルバイトに行ってたんじゃなかったの？
I was. Yeah, I was. Wait. That doesn't mean this is my job, okay? It isn't.
ふーん。あ、そう。
Saying that and that alone, Amane closes the cell phone in her hands with a snap, not betraying any particular interest. I sort of expected you to ask me about the job at this point.
どこで何をしていたの？
I told you I work for a cleaning company, right?
うん。
Today we were cleaning a 20-story building in Tokyo, but, well, this big rat appeared when we were still getting set up, and everyone ended up chasing it around. The thing was, though, the rat was unexpectedly nimble. We ended up losing sight of it entirely. If we just let the thing get away, it'd eventually pop out of its hole again and cause more havoc. And our client was telling us, I can't sleep at night when that rat's on the loose and all that. So we ended up splitting up to track the thing down, but for a rat, it was pretty sly. It took a good 3 hours before we found it again and finally exterminated the thing. Yeah. I'm intentionally replacing certain nouns with metaphorical analogs, but the information I'm giving Amane is otherwise roughly accurate. I really did spend hours running through the intricate web of sewers under Tokyo in hot pursuit of a rat. Incidentally, a gas mask does absolutely nothing to improve the smell of raw sewage.
へえ、大変だったんだね。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guess it was. But, well, that's all you have to say? Did she know better, or... After promising I'd have a meal with her, I ran off to work all of a sudden, and stayed late without even giving her a call. Not that I possibly could have, leaving her to wait in vain for hours. And to top it off, her reward for this patience is a picture of me flirting around with my boss. But she's not planning to say a word of complaint. I mean, I'm putting on a bit of a defensive front and all, but even I recognize that she kind of got shafted on this one. And if she grumbles a little bit, I was pretty much ready to give her a proper apology. But this indifferent response is well outside the range of my expectations. To be honest, it's inspiring some serious unease on my part. Generally, aren't women more, jealous creatures? I'm not exactly an expert, but I've known a few females in my lifetime. As I understand them, women tend to be more selfish about things like this, to the point of irrationality even. You don't have any questions about any of that?
だって仕事の話に口挟まれるの嫌でしょ？それとも何か疑ってほしいの？
That's not it, but...
まあそりゃね、私よりも仕事を優先したってのは面白くないよ。でも、そうする必要があったからあんたはそうしたんでしょ？
I don't even go to that work very often, do I? Yes.
だったら何も間違っていないじゃない。
Yeah, well, I guess not, but Molly's weirdly understanding about this. She's being so reasonable that's somehow making me feel increasingly guilty about the whole thing. It's kind of a complicated feeling. It's almost like she's doing it on purpose. All of a sudden, some kind of switch seems to have been flipped inside of Mane. Her eyes narrow to slits and her lips jerk up at in the very picture of a smirk.
そうか、もしかしてユージ、私に焼き餅を焼いてほしかったのかな？
Once, no. Expects, yes. No, that's not really.
そうよね。ユージはツンデレだもんね。それじゃあ焼き餅焼いちゃおうかな。
If you make me dye my hair blonde, I will. Spare me.
キスしてくれたら許すかもよ。
This woman. Exactly how serious is she about this? No, I think the real question is, how badly is she underestimating men? Alright, Amane, close your eyes.
いやー、強引。でもそういうの好き。
Clearly confident this is nothing more than a bluff, Amane closes her lips, jerks her chin up, and fiercely sticks out her lips. This girl's looking down on me. Maybe I should teach her a lesson. Oh boy. Shock and all, steal a kiss the overbearing force. This idiotic. I can't let myself caught up in this nonsense. And you know what? That's where I'm going to leave it for today. I can sort of get where either of these might go. I'll think more on precisely what I want to do with that and quick save, I guess. It's fine. Worst case, I just skip back up to this point. Apparently, can I? I can, okay. For some reason I thought there was a menu button. Yeah, this is going on a bit longer. I did go a little bit shorter than what I was aiming for last time, so it's probably turned out fine. The thing about, I guess this is, I could imagine this is the Amane route choice if the other one was the Machina route choice. I'm guessing I didn't get the Machina one then. So, and, well, yeah, I'll think about it a bit more, the specifics of what I want to do, just the logical follow-through for, and what that leads to in terms of choice. But for now, I'll leave you on that. See you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.